Welcome to the Julie Tussey Show. We're so glad to have you today. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving with your friends and family. Today on the podcast, Gina and I are going to share with you some of our secrets of what we do with our Thanksgiving leftovers. You are not going to believe some of the stuff that we're going to talk about today. If you like the podcast, please remember to go and subscribe and leave us a great review and share us with your friends and family. Now, before we get started, I want you to hear Merry Did You Know from Gary and Julie Tussey. That's my husband and I. Our Merry Christmas CD. You can get it at cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 3. Enjoy.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would someday walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy just walked where angels trod? When you kissed your little baby, you kissed the face of God. Oh, Mary, did you know? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kissed your little baby, you kissed the face of God. Oh, Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Oh, Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Oh, Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy was heaven's perfect lamb? In the sleeping child you're holding is the great I am.
Get on the Julie Tussey train. We're going somewhere, baby.
Pop the glam pain. It's time for the Julie Tussey Show live guest current events scathing exposés. The original suburban bombshell, the big blonde baby, giving you the fastest, funniest, most informative 30 minutes of your life. And now, here's Julie Tussey.
She makes you want to.
Oh my gosh, thank you everyone so much for that awesome applause. I don't know about you, Gina. Gina Paycheck in the studio with me. Hey,
Yo.
girl.
Yeah.
I love that applause. It's like an ego stroker.
Right?
Right.
It's always a nice boost.
Do you ever go anywhere and get applause like you do on the Julie Tussey Show?
I really don't. It's a little bit of a pampering.
It feels good. It feels good. Well, Thanksgiving is over. Shoo! It is so much work. And so Thanksgiving is over, so I want to be the first to say Merry Christmas to everybody.
What?
Yeah, you know,
What?
Black Friday and all that's been going
Oh,
on.
gross.
It's been hectic and crazy, I'm sure, for everybody listening. And we're actually doing this podcast right before, so we haven't experienced it, but I have enough life knowledge to know what's going to happen.
I have enough retail knowledge to know it's going to be a nightmare.
I know. So please do well. I hope you survived through it. Gina, I hope you do well. I hope I do well, and we all survive through all of that craziness. Lots of great things going on the Julie Tussey Show. We're getting ready in 1 week. We're going to be filming our first 3 episodes of the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking. Woo woo!
Right? It's exciting. And we get a new videographer on board with us, and that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
We have lots of things going on. And as soon as we're done here in today's show, let me tell you, I do it in my intro, but I'm going to tell you what it's about. It's about what to do with all that leftover turkey. Now, do you all have a problem with leftover turkey? At your family? No, because
Not
your
usually.
twin brother eats all the
Yeah.
turkey. Okay.
Well, I've got the 5 brothers, the 2 sisters. Everybody is married except for one of them, 2 of them. And, then there's all the aunts and uncles and cousins. Like,
So you guys probably have a turkey as big as like a football field going in your oven.
yeah, we end up with we try to get, and my mom and grandmother are really great at shopping. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to feed having everybody around. But we usually get like a 25-pound turkey,
Yeah.
and then we get a really big ham, and then cook both of them, and there's just a ton of sides.
Oh, that's good. Well, on today's show, we're going to teach everybody what to do with leftover turkey. And honestly, Gina, like this year, Stephanie is having Thanksgiving. So I bought my own turkey because I just like turkey. I actually have cooked it through the year before. It's really healthy, and it's
Yeah.
a nice change from chicken,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But saying all that, we're going to teach everybody what to do with the leftover turkey today in the podcast. But then as soon as we're done this afternoon, we're probably going to be working on the menus for the cooking show. So it's like,
Which is
oh
great.
my lordy, oh my lordy.
We're just going to eat really good today.
I know,
to make up
I know.
For the fact
And the
we're
next
hungry with
podcast,
these.
I'm sorry, I just talked right over you,
Oh, you're
Gina.
good.
I'm so sorry. What did you say?
Oh, no, I said we'll have to eat a lot because, where we're looking at all these recipes, I'm going to be starving.
Well, you can if you want to, but I'm trying not to. And today, after this podcast is recorded, I'm recording with Jason, which will air next Monday. And Jason Leonards of Revolutionary You. And we're going to be talking about what to do if you how to not eat too much through the holidays and how to rebound after that if you do, because it's very hard going to all the parties and stuff. And Christmas is coming, so that means stuffed pigs in a blanket and sausage balls and cookies.
You guys have all of those? Those sound good.
I don't, just all the parties.
Oh, okay.
All
I
the
was
parties.
like, oh, man.
Yeah, I try not to do that. Now, if we put on a Christmas party, and we are known for our parties because we really, really rock the party scene, but I didn't plan one this year. So, yeah, so go ahead and listen to that one next.
Yeah, I'll have to.
So, we got...
Make up for the food.
I know. Well, the key is moderation, moderation, moderation. I don't believe we should go without anything, you know what I mean? But what do they say? After 3 bites, you don't even taste the food really anymore. So, you know what I mean?
That's why you get a little this,
cookie
little that.
bite. Yeah, just get little dabs of this and that, and you'll be just happy when you're at your parties. So, Thanksgiving is over, and you have all this big turkey in the refrigerator. I have been known to take all the leftovers and the part of the carcass and freeze it. Have you ever done that?
I have, but usually I take the carcass and I boil it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe freeze the
Make
stock.
broth. Yeah.
Well, the first recipe I'm going to talk to you about is the one I use the most, and then we'll talk about a couple more. But I make a turkey soup that is just so good. And I do that. I either freeze the carcass and make it later, or a lot of times I just make it the next day. right after Thanksgiving or a couple days thereafter. And I just take like 8 to 10 cups of water, and I boil the carcass till the meat comes off. Or if I've already kind of stripped it down, I'll just take the meat and put it in the water and begin to boil. And then I add like diced potatoes and mixed veggies, like anything you like. You can even go okra. You can do anything you like. I usually do like peas, carrots, corn. I kind of go through the
Yeah, that
freezer
makes sense.
and get all of the freezer veggies, and I put them in, and then I put a little bit of the turkey gravy, if there's any gravy left, or any stock. You know how sometimes when you take your turkey out of the pan, there's that turkey stock left in there?
Yeah, the delicious leftover.
Yeah, that adds a really good flavor, but you can actually throw the gravy in, too, if you're done with it. And that's really, really good. So I boil it, and I definitely like it to be on the saltier side, so I salt and pepper it, but I use Lawry's seasoned salt pretty generously. And if that's not enough flavor, you can put some chicken. I like that better than bouillon. Is it called better than bouillon? I think it's called better than bouillon. It's like you spoon it out of a jar.
Oh, the gel stuff?
And you have to keep it in the fridge. So much better than bouillon cubes. But I bring it to a boil with that and my secret ingredient. You want to know it?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am positively ready. At the weight.
I literally cut a big green pepper or one small green pepper in half and take the seeds out and just put the whole pepper in to boil, and then I take it out when it's done, and it adds such a good flavor. And of course you want to make sure you have diced onion in there. I didn't mention that. So you get this green pepper flavor, but you're not actually eating green pepper, and that with the Lawry seasoned salt is so good.
That
so
sounds
you know what I mean?
good.
Got
I wouldn't have thought about that.
Yeah, and the best way, Gina, to not overeat is to volumize your food with things that are good for you, like veggies and fruit. So I put lots and lots of vegetables in it. So this is really lean. Now, if you want a turkey stew or what's it called? Turkey and dumplings. Simple to take this soup stock. You simply take cornstarch or flour and add water in a bowl. Stir it all together until it's, on the thinner side. You don't want to make a paste. You want it to be pourable. And you pour it in while your turkey soup is boiling. Then take it off the heat, keep stirring, and it thickens it, okay? So that makes your stew. Now in Michigan, we take Bisquick mix, and we mix it like we're going to put it in the oven. We dollop it on top of the stew and cover it, and then you have like a half dumpling, half biscuit thing when I top it all with parsley, fresh parsley or dried parsley to kind of make it look party.
Oh, yeah, because you eat with your eyes first.
Yeah, so doesn't that sound good? So I just told you can make soup, you can make stew, or you can make stew and dumplings or turkey and dumplings out of it. So good. Oh.
Super easy sounding to you, especially the dumplings.
I know, it is. I'm telling you, that's I don't know. I'm in the South now. I'm a Yankabilly. I've been down here for a while. And I am surprised that people don't do this, and it's how I grew up. And I love to make sure that in this soup I have peas and carrots and corn and celery. Anything left over, just about. Don't put your cranberries in there. That might not taste good, but just about anything left over, you can pop in there. You know what I mean? And clean out your freezer a little bit and use things up. Now, the great thing about this, too, Gina, is that you can make it and you can eat it for a couple of days, and then you can freeze it.
Yeah.
And pull it out again. It's
That'd be good.
Really good.
Actually, I think I would try it with cranberries, because they have like those turkey cranberry raviolis now over at Aldi. And I mean, if it works in a ravioli, it might work with a dumpling. Maybe.
I don't know. You know what would be cool, though, is to take your cranberry sauce or your fresh cranberry, whatever it is you're using, and after you put the soup in your dish, just put a little in the side of your dish and see if you like it.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if you could get it inside of the dumplings. But they're like do you cook with Bisquick at all? Have you ever?
I do. I love to cheat with the Bisquick.
Yeah. Do you think you could get a spoon of that in the center of one? That might be cool.
Yeah, probably.
Like put a dollop on, put a teaspoon or a tablespoon of your cranberry mixture, whatever you're doing, and then put another dollop on top.
Yeah, 100%. You probably could. And if you're one of those people that really, really cheats at dumplings and you just cut up biscuits.
Yeah.
I bet you could have leftover biscuits that you don't put in there, and you could put like your leftover cranberries in that with some cream cheese, and then bake it up and bake it.
I don't know about these biscuits being put into a soup base, because I did that the other day and I used the flaky ones, and it was too fluffy and flaky. And can you
they
actually
don't come out
that?
right? That's why most people don't use them. But whenever you live in a college dorm, you improvise.
You know there is a way for them to turn out right, and then that is if you want to make like the Southern style turkey and dumplings that I've had like at Cracker Barrel. Mm-hmm. You actually take a very good. You start with a chicken or a turkey base. So like the 8 to 10 cups, you would make that in just with the bouillons, just with the Lowry seasoned salt, the turkey. You get a really good base. And then you actually put the dumplings in that. The canned, like, it's not crescent rolls, but it's biscuits?
Yeah.
And you just put those in, and then you turn it on a lower heat and let it cook for a while with just that and the meat. You don't have anything else in it. And then if you wanted to add peas or onions or whatever, you would probably want to pre-cook those. That's how I would do it. I've never actually seen anybody make Southern ones. My sister-in-law taught me how to do that part of it to make the dumplings. Now that makes a great dumpling, but it's those flat, chewy kind. And in Michigan, we did the biscuit where the bottom is kind of chewy, but the top is a biscuit.
Yeah, that's how my nanny likes to do it. Nan, I'm sorry. I would never use a biscuit can in a dumpling, I swear.
True confessions on the Julie Tussey Show. It's a good thing she might not have her iPhone going and listening, Gina.
That's okay. Nan don't even use a computer. I'm good as long as my brothers don't rat me out.
Now one more quick thing that we do in my family, and maybe you all do this, but sometimes the night of Thanksgiving, because we eat at lunchtime. Many people eat dinner, but at lunchtime was our tradition. At 1 o'clock we would eat. So we're hungry again, by 7 o'clock. It takes a long time to get hungry. But we make turkey open-faced sandwiches where you just take a nice bread, like a sourdough or crusty bread, or just whatever you have in the house actually is what we use. And you slice the turkey on top of it. And then you put mashed potatoes beside of it. And then you pour gravy over the whole thing.
That does sound good.
Good. And then, of course, you always want a little bit of broccoli cheddar casserole. And you want a little coleslaw. And you want a little whatever your family cold things are. But so isn't it's so good. It's so good to make an open-faced sandwich out of that stuff.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Perfect recovery sandwich from all that sleeping off your turkey.
Exactly. I know. I woke up. Tryptophan or whatever they call it, whatever that is that makes you sleep after you eat turkey is a real thing. It's a real thing. Gina, you found a really good recipe online, and I don't know if you knew this, but when you found this recipe, I had already been thinking about doing this very same thing on one of our cooking shows because I found it in a breakfast recipe. And so tell the listeners what this is.
Oh, man, I'm super excited about this.
And where'd you find it, too?
Honestly, I was just online. I had seen it before a couple years back on some social media.
Stonewall Kitchen is what it says on here.
Yeah,
is that
this
a site?
one came from them.
Okay, cool.
It is a site. You can find it on lots of different sites, though. But it's leftover Thanksgiving waffle. So basically, you're making a waffle out of your stuffing that was left over.
So you want to have a waffle iron for certain.
Yeah, it'll make it easier.
But I think you could fry it in a pan.
Yeah, you could probably make it like a pancake.
I can bring home the turkey, fry it up in a pan.
Right? And have it heated on the side. It'll get that nice crisp once it's in the pan type deal.
Yes.
Because, you're going to use the turkey to top it.
All right. Well, tell us this recipe. Let's find out. This sounds really interesting. I can't believe it's going to be a turkey waffle.
Right. It's going to be about 20 minutes, and you need 1 to 2 cups of your leftover stuffing, some vegetable spray so it doesn't stick to your pan. They recommend having 2 ounces of leftover turkey, a half cup leftover mashed potato, 1/4 cup leftover gravy, 1/4 cup of the cranberry relish, or if you want, you can use cranberry horseradish sauce. But
okay, let me stop you there. There was 2 things I see a problem with. 2 ounces of turkey.
Right.
I guess we're going to have to that's like a 1/4 cup.
Yeah,
1/4 cup.
it is.
And
it's
a 1/4
kind of
cup
wishful
of gravy.
thinking.
I think I might have to have gravy on the side for the whole thing. Okay.
Well, that's actually what you do with it is because you're going to use the waffle maker and you press the stuffing into it and then you cook the stuffing.
Oh, you do? And you pile the other things
and then
on top.
kind of like your open face sandwich.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah.
Right? And then you just pile everything on top and you eat it, kind of like the open face sandwich that you were talking about, only it's on a waffle. And also, did you see where you can, if your stuffing's too runny, you can take your stuffing, put it in the pan, and bake it in the oven in just like a muffin pan or cupcake tin, and then you've got little stuffing muffins.
Oh, no. How cute.
Yeah,
and there you
that's
go.
good for portion control, right? 'Cause
yeah.
then you have one stuffing.
Have one stuffing. Well, that's an awesome recipe. I thank you for sharing that with us. We're going to have to try that now on the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking. We're going to be doing hash browns with eggs and some veggies and some cheese, and we're going to cook them into a waffle. And I'm excited about that because I'm going to be getting out the Fit and Fabulous. Did you know hash browns are not high in calories? It's just what you put in them. So I'm going to be doing a Mexican Fit and Fabulous one also with egg beaters and some spicy.
That sounds good. Have a little pepper in it.
Yeah. Well, I hope that everybody listening has enjoyed this podcast. So there's what you can do. Now, if you have a fantastic recipe for your leftover turkey, I'm going to ask you to send it to us at thejulietusseyshow@gmail.com. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, Gina, right now. I have committed to myself that I'm going to do a cookbook. I know! So we're going to do a cookbook, and we're going to do it probably soon. And probably start working on it the first of the year, and maybe hopefully have it done by the spring.
That'll be
I'm going to do a cookbook because there's so many, and I'm going to do the Fabulous Cooking Cookbook, and it's going to have Fit and Fabulous and original recipes. And it's going to be so fun. So if you want to be in the cookbook, we will mention you by name if you want us to. And you can start submitting recipes. So I want to know what you're doing with your turkey. Girl, get out your cell phone right now and text your girlfriends, thejulietusseyshow@gmail.com, and start submitting some recipes. We're looking for Fit and Fabulous recipes. We're looking for original recipes, just something that you cook in your family. I can take your recipes and make them original and make them Fit and Fabulous, usually.
Yeah.
Now, if it's just like, a whole stick of butter and a cup of... kind of hard, to do that. But
like
when
my
it's
chocolate tort.
Yeah, like your chocolate tort. I'm still
a ton of butter and sugar.
Sometimes it's good to
Plus
have an
some cocoa.
original recipe, though, and just to eat a minimal amount. Like, bring the tort to work, Gina, and let me have a piece, maybe two, and then take it home.
I have great news. I'm making it tonight.
Oh, Gina.
I will bring you a piece
You're
in the
not
morning.
working tomorrow.
I'll bring you a piece in the morning.
At least right now we think you're not. But by the time we get to the end of the day, I'll be like, Gina, do you want to come to work tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, sure.
Usually,
You sound such a cute voice. So anyway, the cat's out of the bag. The Fabulous Cooking Cookbook is on its way. So please submit your recipes to the Julie Tussey Show at Gmail. You can also go in and find thejulietusseyshow.com. We're revamping the entire website. And Gina, FYI, we need to get our music linked into that. We haven't done that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's Christmas. I love Christmas. I'm ready to decorate. I'm ready to go out and shop and slay the retail world. But most of all, I love Christmas music. And Gary and I have a CD called Merry Christmas. And you'll hear a song today on this podcast from that CD. But you can go to cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 3. Third CD listed on CD Baby, I guess.
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
You'll find all of the music there. But download it into your phone and share it with your friends and family. It's such a good album. It's just the most wonderful time of year for me musically. I love it. And we're going to Renfro Valley on December 19th, and we're going to have another worldwide live broadcast and radio situation there where we're going to do some songs from it too. So that's exciting. So, woo! Well, we did it, Gina. Woo!
Right.
We did it.
Another one in the bag.
Another one in the bag. Definitely look for Jason Leonards in the next podcast. And this is Julie Tussey telling you, you only get one life. Live it to the fullest.
Hi, this is Marilyn. I'd love for you to go and subscribe to the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking on YouTube.com/C/TME-TV.
Tussey Homes Incorporated would like to thank you for listening to the Julie Tussey Show. If you're looking for a beautiful original design home in the Richmond, Kentucky area, please reach out to them at facebook.com/Tussey Construction. Tussey Homes, welcome home. I'm Julie Tussey, teaching you how to pull yourself up by your thigh-high bootstraps. After a week of hearing hundreds of I can'ts, I'm here today to tell you you can. Find us on social media at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show and Instagram, The Julie Tussey Show, home of the original suburban bombshell. Want to feel amazing, strong, and healthy any time of the day or night? Go to Get Fit in Richmond, Kentucky. Open 24 hours a day with memberships as low as $14.99 a month. Fitness on your schedule. Get Fit.
I know you're the man I want to meet. Everything about you calls my name.
If life is my oyster, darling, pass the hot sauce.